What is up? What is up, team? Go ahead and throw those A's in the chat if you can hear your boy speak. Go ahead and throw those A's in the chat right away if you can hear your boy speak. I want to know that you are there. What is up, family? What is up? I am so happy to be streaming here today once again. So, guys, I just released a video on GME. So please go ahead and make sure to check that video out, right? I do sound different. Options. Hi, baby. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, you can hear the mask already. Oh, man. I can't get away from it from anyone else, right, man? I am trying it, man. We're going to do a little bit of a face reveal here, right? And we're bringing in that respect for GME, man. I'm trying to cover, am I covering the mic? I don't know, man. I don't know. But I will say, what I will tell you is that I have been having just a little bit of trouble with the streaming service right here, right? So, and it's okay if we can't get it to roll. It's all good in the hood. It ain't a deal, right? But yeah, I'm definitely sounding like I'm inside of a hole, right? But yeah, you guys, it's in respects to a face reveal, right? You'll be able to check it out on the GME video that I just released. So that'll give you a little bit of insight as to what it is. Oh, damn. You know, I'm trying to get this thing rolling here, guys, but it's not really working, right? But it's all good. Oh boy. Oh man, we got it working. Oh. What's up? Hey, man, this is a little bit of that respects to that GME play, right, man? That is how it goes. Let's get this thing to focus just a little bit on us right here, right? Focus it, brother. Focus it. All good in the hood. All good. What is up, team? What is up? Let me see that sexy face. Say look at Aiden telling me, man. Look at Aiden telling me here in the chat. I love you, buddy. I love you. Yeah, man. So, guys, I did put up a video here on GME. I absolutely put up a huge respect out. Shout out to Rory and Kitty back in the day, right, man? So, we have the headset on, right? We have the headset on. We have the bandana going on, man, just like it was, right? Ape life. What is good, team? What is good? Oh, yeah. You know what? In respect to that, why don't I, just like Mark Roach, go ahead and throw those apes in the chat right now. Let me see you throw those apes in the chat right away. And this is all in respect to the GME play, you guys. It's been freaking ripping to the upside over the last few, 7 to 8 days of straight upside, like non-stop. There you go. I see the apes coming in the chat. What is up? All right, you guys. So, hey, I'll tell you what. I'll go ahead and show you here. Danny Gonzalez, what's up? I'll go ahead and show you what I did here with the GME play, right? So please notice right in the chat, right in this video right over here, team. Take a look at this. So anytime that volatility has contracted into this critical zone of about, I would say, within the 20 percentile, 15 percentile, and started this exit here into expansion towards the upside, I have calculated every single time that has happened here on the GME chart in the 5-day time frame throughout its entire trading history, the whole way across, right? So what that has led to this data right over here, right? So take a look at this. Option saying, ARCa, you're a cornball. What the hell did I do? It was actually everybody. They were like, oh, ARCa, I triple dog dare you to do this. So in the live stream on Friday, we all went a little crazy, right? And now here I am posting this video up. I'm streaming here, showing you the ape life, right? All good, man, all good. So, you know, hell breaks loose as this thing is getting pumped to the upside, right? It's all good, man. It's all good. I'm just going to express the truth, man. What I got here is math. What I got here are freaking numbers, right? So let's go ahead and put them up and take a look at this, right? So 21 total iterations on GME whenever volatility has entered this critical zone of contraction and expanded into an expansion phase, right, towards that critical top. The critical top would mark off the invalidation of the signal, or it's going to mark off the continuation based on not touching that signal, right? So let's just say that the upside continued on price action here and really never touched that opposing zone of critical expansion. It's all good. The signal just continues and continues as long as we have an upside bias, right? So of course we're going to zigzag. Of course there's going to be pullbacks here and there. This is a 5-day time frame, so it's no big deal, right? So let's just go ahead and really put down this data here so that you can understand what I'm seeing. Remember, 5-day time frame backtest. Anytime that volatility has expanded from this critical zone of 15 percentile, right, and has, look at this, it has fired off. And it fired off, I'll tell you where. Right on this candle here. So it fired off on the week of April 26th, on Friday, the April 26th, right? And that's when it officially fired and has moved on. It has already met the two statistical targets, the standard deviation and its average upside thrust, or what you would consider to be a mean, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at this now. Hold on just a sec, man. I'm going to ease the mood up in here, man. We need a little bit of tune right here, right? So we got some tunes right over here, man. Let's put them up. So guys, do me a favor. Make sure to share this video right now. Make sure to share it in your platforms. Tell everybody that ARCa is on a face freaking reveal right now, man. All right. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and get these tunes rolling, man. Let's not leave it so empty-handed here, right, man? So we're good to go. All right, so take a look at this, team. Every single time that this iteration has happened, I have measured that upside thrust, right, all the way throughout the entire trading history. Let's map them out now. Now that we know where the signal fired, which was on this candle here, we're going to measure every single time or every single data point. Okay, check this out. 21 total iterations, 16 correct. That gives us an average upside accuracy of 76.19% with an average upside thrust of 30.78 and a standard deviation of 39.33%. What does that tell us, really? Well, that's telling us that we've already made that move. We already made the move of 30.78 and 39.33. Now, lucky for you, I already calculated the upper bounds of the first, second, and third standard deviation in order for you to be able to determine what is the higher and higher and higher and higher targets, man. All right, so let's put it together now. Here is what it is, all right? The upper bound of the first standard deviation is taking us to a massive 70.11% move to the upside. That is freaking huge. All right, so let's mark it off. Let's get rid of that. Let's bring our data points next to us here so that we can chart it out together, right? Where is it? Here we are. Okay. We're going to leave it near us here so we can determine what those targets can be. Now, remember, these are statistics. They are not certainties. They're not to be taken as certainties either, all right? So here are the first moves, right? This was the first one, 30.78. Here's the second one. That was the standard deviation of 39.33, leading up to a target of about $15.67. All of that already met. Here is the next one. This is your 70.11% move to the upside, taking us to a target of 1912. The upper bound of the second standard deviation is marking off a 109.44% move to the upside, leading us to this target here of $23.58. Massive freaking upside targets in here, team. This is ridiculous, all right? So, and now, just in case, all right, now, just in case we get that upper bound of the second standard deviation met, here is the third. And it would be taking you to a massive 148.77% move to the upside, leading us to a target of about $27.99. Enormous upside target on this, all right, team? This is absolutely crazy. This is absolutely something that can happen. I'm not telling you that it will. I'm telling you that statistics are statistics, and they're going to play out the way they will because they are, man. I'm talking mathematical terms here, team. That's all the math is telling me right now. So these are your upper bounds. Now, are we looking for a pullback here? Are we looking for something that can give us an opportunity to enter? Well, yes, absolutely so. Now, we are at the top of a very critical resistance here. But if we take a look at this on the daily time frame, I do have something to show you. Take a look at this right over here. This resistance top right here is marking off a huge conversion into support at $14.43. This was back on the highs of November 12th, 2013, way back in time, man. And now this is actually giving us a new area for support. This is absolutely massive, team. I do think that there is a potential upside continuation, but we will have an opportunity to get this thing to pull back and get us to re-enter so that we can scale in, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's look at the moving averages now on the daily time frame and see what's up, right? Let's take a look at this. All right. Whoo, man. Take a look at the SMA 200 purple line here on the daily time frame. This has absolutely converted itself into a massive support now, and this will be something that price action can use this as a support bottom in order for us to find that support and bounce right off it, right? We can bounce right off of that and just continue onwards, right? So check it out. If we do consider a pullback, then we could be looking at a pullback of $15.35 if we match that price action with the historical price action with that moving average. Then this is what it can look like, right? Let's go ahead and draw it in just like this here. Yeah, I would say right about this zone here. If we're marking it off on the daily time frame, 1514 to 1484 could be an area for us to pull back, right? So if that is the case, then we'll be able to look for a potential area for continuation here. Team, remember that this is moving at an exponential rate. If it does decide to pull back, if it decides to find a new support, it could always surpass this area here, okay? Do not doubt that, okay? Do not doubt it, because we do have prior supports here. And you know what? I think this would be Discord. It may be a little difficult for you to hear what I'm about to show on the stream over here, but it's okay. Yeah, well, I would just watch it on the other side, right, team? So let me go ahead and just hold on. Let's see. I want to show you guys something real quick. And you know what? It's actually possible that man. It's actually possible that I may have already. It's all good. It's all good. Let's see. My goodness. And you guys are still seeing me right now, right? I'm still being streamed. Everything is still looking good. Everything is good. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and shift this to this side here. There we go. All right, so I'm going to mute the music. I want to show you something. So let me just go ahead and get those tunes out of the way for now. All right. And we're going to bring this back just a little bit here. For those of you that are inside of the Discord, you may not be able to hear this, right? But we will be able to, the people inside of YouTube can. All right, so let's go ahead and show this right here. Okay, you guys take a listen to this now. Yeah, there's something up here and it's weird. All right, so look at this massive upside pivot in the gravitational zone, entering the bullish control zone on stochastics. More importantly, we're breaking out of a critical contraction zone and we're starting an expansion phase from what is, mind you, this is actually April 11th 2024 this year. All right, let's continue watching. The minimum time frame that I would consider for a multiple day move. Okay, so this is an upside continuation from a massive thrust from the hourly. So that means that the hourly time frame may already be at the top and slightly pivoted to the downside. So let's go ahead and look at that. Right there it is. That's your hourly time frame at the very top side and already kind of pivoting, right? So if this is really thrusting that hard from the hourly time frame, let's see how far that thrust is going, right? Yeah, the 30-minute that had it. And I mean, literal huge wave here. So that's cascading into the hourly time frame. The hourly time frame is now cascading. That's that wave effect, remember? Now it's cascading into that bi-hourly time frame. And look at the 3-hour. Huge upside pressure, big expansion phase happening here. We're in the bullish control zone and at gravitation. that means that there could be a continuation to that upside. All right, now let's go to the 4-hour. We already saw that. That's very bullish. Expansion phase happening. Massive green. We're actually getting bull volume prints on the 4-hour as well, above the moving average. Let's see the 6-hour time frame. 6-hour time frame, huge upside pivot. We're about to start expanding outside of the 15th percentile of critical contraction. 8-hour time frame also, huge upside pivot here.
Listen up.
Guys, this is potentially leading for a multiple time frame upside move. I don't know why, I don't know how, but the 12-hour time frame is also showing massive strength as well. Daily time frame, damn.
Notice how we're at $11 right there, all right, team? Just keep on listening.
Critical expansion here, and we're now shifting towards an upside. I don't even want to see the buy daily. Man, let's see. Oh, holy crap. Nice. Okay. This was a deep area here of contraction, very large area of contraction, and we're now expanding, and this is starting to get that correction pivot towards that upside, and it is retracing from a very notable area. If we apply a line like that and we look historically, you can see how many times there has been explosive moves to the upside from this very area that we're trying to retrace from. Here's another one. Here's another one.
So you're hearing it there, team. We actually were already noticing back on April 11th, 2024. We're on May 5th right now. We were already noticing that we were about to experience a massive explosive move on GME. And this is actually something that I'm very proud to show you, right, team? We were a little bit under the impression that we may have invalidated it. We absolutely didn't even gain that position, right? But yes, we were noticing that there was a huge signal at that point of 4.5%, and we absolutely thrust it towards the upside, just like we said, right? So yeah, there could be a continuation to the upside. Remember the targets that I just gave you, and I think we should be straight, right, team? So if we are going to get those upside targets, remember the next one here to potentially experience would be around 1912, which is going to be the 70%. And that's going to be your upper bound of the first standard deviation mathematically, right? Then we're going to get the 109% move. That's going to be 109.44 at the upper bound of the second standard deviation. That would lead to a 23.58. And then, if we are lucky, we'll be able to get all the way up to maybe $28 at the upper bound of the third standard deviation. Absolutely massive upside. Team, make sure to do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing rolling and thriving and surviving, right? So everything looking good here, team. GME, remember the pullback here. We are looking for some downside targets in case we are missing the targets down here at that, let's see. Oh, that's actually pretty confluent there. If we're using that SMA 200, remember, 1484 to 1514, maybe down to the SMA 100 at $14.19. All right, team. So watch out. There could be a pullback here and a reaccumulation phase. And to tell you the very honest truth, it appears as though the markets may actually support GME moving towards an upside. You know what? Why don't we just go ahead and add a correlation coefficient on this and find out if this is actually running in line with the SPY, right? Let's just see of how much correlation there is, specifically on the daily, maybe on the weekly. Let's just see what's up. All right, so the daily time frame, yeah, it was correlated to about, oh man, within the 85 percentile here, just I would say about 5-6 days ago, right? So now coming down. Let's see the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, yeah, we're exploding into correlation right here. Now, if we look at the 8-hour time frame, yeah, we're coming up to correlation again, team. So if we are correlating with the broader markets, GME could actually be set for an upside continuation on this, and that is not a bad thing for us to observe, right? Very, very cool stuff. Now, I know that it's actually a little difficult for you guys to understand or see what I'm seeing, right? But if I actually turn the camera around, these are my screens right over here, right? So I never get to do this, right? I never get to show you guys what I'm up to and what I do. But yeah, team, it's even with the camera here, it's still very hard to display to you exactly what they look like, right? But it's a good thing for me to actually finally show you, at least my gestures as I'm working around this.
Lou Bones, my bro. What is up, man? Good to see you here. ¿Qué pasión, vato ape? Zachariah, what's up, man? I did, bro. I did. I had a great weekend, man. You know what? It was the wifey's birthday, so make sure to throw in a happy birthday, wifey, right into the chat right now. Everybody, please do me a favor and throw in a happy birthday, wifey. You know, for my wife, right? It was actually just yesterday. So I appreciate everybody for coming on by. Team, let's go ahead and now pull down the charts here for this ticker symbol GME. And now let's take a look at the next chart here, which is going to be FNGR, right, team? And you know what? Now that we've actually gotten this GME, now that we've actually gotten GME out of the way, I'm going to be considering here to getting my voice back to normal here, because I can't tell you how terrible it is to breathe in this thing. Whatever, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at FNGR here, team. I can't believe that we actually got. I can't believe that we actually got some recovery on this, even though the markets were experiencing some weird volatile moves. We still got a continuation to that upside. 12-hour time frame closed at 377, but look at the top of the price action on that day, 380. I can't even believe that actually happened. My goodness. Man, that is really something, team. I absolutely love it. Let's go ahead and throw the tunes on right over here again, right, and get this thing to get us to kind of ease off, right? Let's chill out. We're having a good time. We're chilling right here. What's up, Michael? Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Just Mike, what's up, man? Thank you. 93. Appreciate you, my brother. Real Conquer, Zachariah, Immortal, you guys, thank you so much. Smoke Screen, Luke Bones, thank you, guys. Really appreciate you. Tahoe Joe, what's up, buddy? Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that. You know what? My wife is going to notice this, and she's absolutely going to love it, man. Good times indeed. All right. So anyway, do we have continuation for this FNGR ticker? I don't know, man. I don't know, but let's find out. Let's take a look at volatility versus momentum here in the more immediate time frame, right? So let's look at the hourly time frame. Pull up out. Yeah, it looks like we could be experiencing here just a slight pullback before a reaccumulation. It's in the form of like a bull flag anyway, right? And a lot of people getting really bullish this asset. You know what? The immediate short term, 15-minute, 10-minute, and the 5-minute may be experiencing a short-term upside before experiencing a pullback. I would say top sides of around 383. We may be able to get a pullback here and then validate some moving averages, right? Specifically, the SMA 50 down here at about 374. If we take a look at this 15-minute time frame, let's pull up some moving averages there too to see if we have anything in line with the bottom side of price right there, right? So in fact, we do. We have that EMA 7 located right at around 374 as well. Sure, it's looking like we may be able to get down to that area. If we fail that support, do not doubt price action to reach down to the areas of 367 to 359 so that we can be able to get a quick distribution right down into this area and then a lift off, right? Make sure to pay close attention. You don't want to mess around with your risk management, all right? If you can keep your risk management in line, then you'll be able to practice this the right way and make your portfolio thrive and survive, man. All good. All right, so let's go ahead and undo that there because we can't do that, right? So upside targets are still the same, team. I'm still eyeballing the area of about 383 to 399 with a focus area of 391 to 394. We've already reached those targets one time and even close to that 398 or 399 top that we had. We need to get over that. All right, currently we're experiencing a lot of resistance here because we did get a quarterly close beneath some critical resistances, and that's not always the best thing to observe. The thing that's going to take this to the moon is, of course, retail. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the next step here and see how far we can move this thing up. Bi-hourly time frame, volatility versus momentum. It's looking okay, but take a look at that 3 hour. The 3-hour time frame is absolutely looking powerful. Huge upside, big time expansion here on volatility. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. Oh man, contraction phase, huge upside pivot. This is looking pretty strong there. Oh my goodness. Let's see the 6-hour time frame. Yep. We got some upside. This volatility looks like it's about to start expanding one more time. 8-hour time frame. Let's see what's up. 8-hour time frame is already looking like it could get a continuation to the upside here, team. Yeah. You know what? This is looking like an immediate short-term pullback. I gave you those targets, and then there could be a continuation to that upside even still, team. This is looking powerful. I think it's looking great. All right, so now you know the upside targets. If we are to move beyond this, team, I can let's just say that we moved beyond the $4 target. Yeah, we have some critical resistance landing at this zone here. We're gonna pair it with the 2-spot 618 Fibonacci ratio right up here at $4.58 as being one of the absolute tops, right, for the immediate short term, right? If this thing is really gonna pop off, it's not gonna be in my control. It's gonna be something based around the retail sentiment. The other one here is marked off right at the 2-spot 272 and confluent to this top side from December 28th, 2023. 437 to the areas of about 430. Keep an eye on those targets as soon as we start bursting above this $4 zone or 3.99 zone. All right, so that is it for ticker symbol FNGR, and it is looking absolutely good. All right, so let's take a look at GTII now, team, and move on. Immortal, what is up, man? Good to see you here. Joe H saying, ARCa, what did I miss? It's kind of early for Halloween, sir. This is actually built around the GME play, my brother. GME is actually experiencing a massive upside, and there could be some continuation of this play. And it is actually, this is me paying my respects to Roaring Kitty, right, with the red bandana. Me paying the respects to the Ape Nation, right, putting the ape mask on. It wouldn't be the same, man, without actually expressing that for the GME ticker. So it is respects all for you, man, all for you guys, all right? Anyway, so let's go ahead and take a look at GTII here and see what it's got in store for us, right? So let's, where is it? Okay, you know what? We're gonna use, this is our back test. It's all good. Let's use any one of these, really, right? There's GTII. Here you are. All right, so let's see here. GTII, immediate short-term time frame. Looks like it could get a little bit of a pop here, team. I can't believe this, but look at this. Price action did reach. No way. We reached a low. Are you serious? That actually happened. Guys, look at the low on this. We went to 12 cents. Now, team, I mean, I haven't been saying this. Mark Roach throwing the apes in, my bro. I love it so much, man. I love it. I will say, man, that it's been months and months that we've been talking about the potential targets of around 10 cents, and it's still kind of in line here. In fact, the target is rounded off, though, right? It's rounded off to be within 970 to 1001. And we'll be able to experience there a pretty insane bounce. Notice how the bounces are coming in, right? That was almost 2 ticks up on just one area. So we could experience an increase of volatility as we go there, all right, team? So I did, you know what? I don't know what the chart is right now, but I did express an 870 to 11 cent target. And that was the 1143, of which we pretty much have just reached yesterday on Friday. Right, so just wait for it, okay, team? Be safe here, okay? Because we've been talking about these targets for months now. A lot of people didn't believe that this would be happening, but it's just in the charts. You know, the charts are displaying that. Please be careful. Make sure to use proper risk management here. All right, team. This is very dangerous, and I don't want you guys to. I don't want to see anyone lose here, man. This is tough. This is big time tough. All right, so let's go ahead and now continue on the analysis here and see what's up, right? So do we have further downside on GTII? Well, let's take a look at the immediate short term here for volatility and momentum, and we'll be able to really see if it does or it doesn't, right? So hourly time frame here, very curiously enough, expressing a massive upside pivot on GTII with huge expansion. Whoa, let me see the 30-minute upside, hourly time frame upside. What the hell? Hold on. Guys, there is a huge thrust coming from the 30-minute, the hourly, and the bi-hourly. Guys, this is actually a really pretty big wave. If this wave continues like this, GTII may burst through the resistances of around 15 or 16 cents. If that's the case, then damn, we're gonna have to view this live. We're gonna have to view this like as it happens here, because there could be there very much could be a continuation to the upside here. Of course, we have a lot of resistances in the way, but you know how it is. Chad Vivian, what is up, my dude, bro? You haven't been trading with us. I understand you've been oh, brother. I hope you're okay. But yeah, this was actually the team saying, ARCa, wear an ape mask, put the bandana on. Like, this was all Thursday, Friday, and here's the result of it. Now I'm here chilling with you guys. So, anyway, man. So, yeah, team, heads up on this because we're getting a massive, massive signal. Dude, we're getting a massive signal here from this 30-minute into the hourly, guys, I don't know what to tell you. But if there is a signal there, then we may be experiencing something that's a little bigger than what we thought initially. Man! Oh, CoinFox, my brother. CoinFox is saying, show some love to ARCa, sweating his ass off in that mask for the fam. My brother, I love you so much, dude. Thank you for coming on by, and I appreciate your dono so very much. Monster Mike, what is up, my brother? And Mr. Levitt saying exactly how I imagined you, dude. A big old monkey. So we absolutely nailed it for the team. And you know what? These are actually the glasses that I talk about all the time, right? These are my Oakleys. And they're like that wood grain, very cool wood grain, right? I don't think you're going to be able to see it like this. But every time I wear them, right? Every time I put them on, I get like this like huge amount of like, it gets fogged up. See what I mean? So yeah, can't use the glasses, so I'm actually using no glasses right now to observe my charts, which is actually something that I really prefer not to do. My brother Smokescreen saying $10 for the mask. My bro, I love you so much, man. Thank you guys so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you for expressing that love to me, man. I love it. All right, so what do we have here? Do we have continuation? Yeah, well, I guess we do, team. So now that was it for the meme stocks, right? We were able. Oh, Monster Mike, dude, my bro. What the heck am I gonna do with you, brother? Thank you so much, bro. That really means a great deal to me, my brother. Thank you. Right, so guys, know that the ape mask and the red bandana for Roaring Kitty's respect is only going to come out on special occasions, okay? So this is actually something that I wanted to do for the GME people, right? So the GME apes are still there holding, and I wanted to put together a thread of analysis and also put together some other quick little memes up in there, right? So I don't know. It was really a toss-up, right? I could enter an area to where a lot of people could be talking a serious amount of crap here, right? But it's okay. I felt that if I expressed whatever, I've only charted GME one time, but I felt like if I, put together my talents here for GME, then maybe they can, at least have a vision over where it can go, right? So if you guys haven't seen the film Dumb Money, please go ahead and do so, because that film was absolutely powerful, and I do think that it shows a lot of information of which a lot of retail should be aware of, right? But I appreciate everybody for coming on by, and we're gonna go ahead and continue now the regular market prep. We're gonna absolutely see what we have in line here for the SPY for tickers like Nvidia, Microsoft, Meta. We absolutely have some moves coming in, right, team? And actually, we only have one more earnings report coming up for the big boys, and that's gonna be Nvidia. Nvidia may actually get a huge move, which then we're gonna take a look at tickers like SOUN. And of course SMCI, and lately AMD has been running on all of its own, right? So we're gonna take a look at those things, and let's go ahead and take a look at ticker symbol TSLA as well. So I'm just gonna go ahead and press. I'm gonna go ahead and remove myself from the camera right now, team. I'm gonna get back into my normal disguise, and we're gonna get the regular market prep going. Remember that this ape is only gonna come out in special occasions, just for when there are massive moves for either AMC or GME or for the meme stocks, right? So the ape nation still lives. I want to be able to express my deepest respect to that nation, right? And if you are curious as to how to trade, make sure to reach out to me at ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com, and I'll be able to get you into my crash course into day trading, right? So it's going to be ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com, and I'll get you in line there, all right, team? Really appreciate everybody for coming on by. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, And more importantly, man, say hello to everybody in here. And guys, thank you so much for the donations coming in so far. So team, let me just go ahead and take this thing off. Please give a quick listen to my tunes right here, right? It's just going to be around 4 minutes, and we're going to observe our natural plays now. Let's get the market prep for tomorrow, as there could be more upside continuation, team. Let's go ahead and get this thing rolling, all right? Love you guys. Love you guys. All right. Sounding more like normal me back in here, right? Woohoo! Yeah. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. We are back. We are back to the norm here, right? So let's take a look at our ticker symbol SPY, as there could be continuation here for a massive upside. And we are already, as a lot of you may or may not know, we have jumped into positive gamma levels, right? So this means that there could be an algo switch for an upside continuation even still. Guys, the markets are looking very powerful, and we may be able to take advantage of a directional market. And if that is the case, we are absolutely in line for a massive move to the upside. And how is this going to happen? Well, we have to play a little bit of fundamentals here alongside of the price action using technicals, right? So it's all good. I know that I'm actually, guys, are you able to hear me clearly in the YouTube stream? Please go ahead and throw those A's in the chat if you can hear me clearly through the YouTube stream. I just had to switch off the system. I had to switch the system into a different one, so I'm unsure as to whether I'm being listened to correctly or not. Right, team? So, all right, Smokescreen giving me A's here, and we are looking good, man. Thank you so much, team. Really appreciate everybody for coming on by. And I'm going to go ahead and just express here a quick reminder for you to make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to do everything necessary to get this thing to thrive and survive, right? Appreciate you, team. Appreciate you, team. Okay, so let's take a look at the SPY. You know what? We're going to hold on just a sec. Here we go. Let's pull up the SPY here, daily time frame. And you know what? I'm going to use a different, yeah. Okay. All right, team. So let's take a look at this on the daily time frame here. And I want to show you a couple of things, right? First of all, I'm not sure that this is going to be able to give us the pullback that we want, but we may be able to see a pullback to just a new higher low. As you can see here, this is kind of the epitome of a bear flag on the SPY, right? But this isn't saying that, you know what, it's all over. We're just gonna, we're gonna move from here and continue on to the upside here. It's all good. But first of all, we do have a green bar here. It does, I mean, if it would have printed red, it may have been a little bit more of a crucifix, right? We would have been observing a potential downside like we did in this iteration here. But still, if we go ahead and pay attention to the very obvious things here, we based here. We are now creating a new higher high here, a new higher high, and yet again, another one right over here. Also, inversely speaking, still the same thing on the bottom side. Please notice here that we're getting critical
higher lows as well, right? So if that's the case, then there is no fault into potentially seeing a pullback here, especially down into the 50% zone on the week, right? So if we're looking at a retracement from the day, sure. First of all, we can experience a pullback down into that 509.64 before continuation here. But as soon as we are over this area here of 512.50, it appears to be a very strong zone. So let's just go ahead and kind of mark it off here in order for us to understand what that critical resistance is, which is going to be located right down here at 512. I would say to about this area here, just about 513.20. 512.11 to about 513.20 with a specific focus of that 512.50. As soon as we start breaking some dailies above this, there is going to be a massive upside continuation. So now the trick is going to be to play it, right? How do we execute this? Is this going to be pulled back into this zone here, the 50%, before we make an upside resist, validate, and continue? Is there the possibility to where we can actually make a break of support, validate from, use this area here as a bounce, validate resistance, and then continue to new lows? That's also a potential too. I'm actually, honestly, I'm favoring a potential upside continuation here. I feel like the bulls may have full control here, but I also don't see it as, I don't think it's unfair to even suggest that there could be a potential pullback here, since we are opening the new week on Monday, right? So Sebastian Fingerlim is saying that downside is all he wants, right? So I get it, man. I totally get it. But is that really going to be the move that we're going to be waiting for here, team? I'm not sure, but it's all good. So if we're going to get a pullback here, that'll be all good. Another thing that we can do is that we could do this too. Let me get rid of these lines here and express to you another possibility. The SPY could essentially make its way back up to that 1250 area, and we could enter a bit of a consolidation phase for the time being. But the real question is, how is it that retail is going to behave with a clear market ahead? We don't have too much data releases coming up for the next few days until at least Thursday or Friday this week. So that means that we may have room to be able to do whatever we want. So if that whatever we want correlates to an upside, how do we get that upside? Is it going to be pullback, like we said, down to the 50% of this entire range here, which could lead to around 508.39? We were already unable to break ourselves into that covering of the gap on Friday. So if that's going to be the pullback area that we can observe, then sure, I don't think there is a problem with us potentially getting down into the areas of about 505.97 down to 505.07 before an upside continuation probability. Right? We'll come back up to the day's resistance, to the high of day, pull back, right? Maybe to that 50% zone of the channel. Then we'll start getting that potential upside continuation, right? So that could be one of the plays that we can observe here. So if the markets are suggesting a potential pullback into upside, I'm going to ask for you to please be very careful, as you may be experiencing a fight against trend before we actually get continuation to the upside. So maybe at the beginning of the day, intraday tomorrow, talking about anywhere between pre-market all the way up to maybe NYSE lunch, Euro close, which would be at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, we may be able to catch a downside or consolidation. So as soon as we cross that time frame, then we can start observing a shift in the market and also a shift in the algos. So if that really is the case, team, prepare yourselves here, because we may be able to experience a directional market into this week. And that would be the greatest thing that we can ask for as traders, right? No traps, no weird things, just fair play, right? No Pelosi or whoever the hell else is playing and mangling the market around like absolute crazy, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at NVIDIA here, as this is going to be one of the plays that are going to be coming up regarding earnings, right? So we have to see how this is going to behave leading up to earnings. But if you notice the price action here, very, very similar to the SPY. And that's because it's all broader market influence, so it's no problem. We made a new high. Please take a look at this resistance level at 88.54. We're breaking clearly above it. So there is, yet again, team, we're creating new highs. Let's point them out. This is your first high, your base.
is going to be your second one, right? We got a new higher there, new higher high, another one here, and another one right over here. Same situation down here. You can notice that we have a regression, and there is a break of market structure at this current daily candle. What is the after hours close? 886.22. We're already experiencing a pullback. Naturally speaking, the weekly close will lead to a potential pullback. In this case here, team, there is two possibilities. We just like the SPY, we have to observe the top end here of the gap, or the top end 870.93 to a potential bottom of about 862.62 before we can experience a bounce. Another thing to observe here is that there is a clear line of regression. I think I noticed it on the SPY too, but more so here than anything. There is a very clear sign of regression here, right? And we are making our closures above that regression now, right? So very cool for us to get that break, which naturally tells us that there could be a pullback. That's another reason that we could experience a technical pullback into a viable support. Now, if we do get that pullback, remember the targets are 862.62 to about 870.93. And yeah, so now CoinFox is telling us top watch AMD, Apple, Meta, Nvidia, Netflix for the potential all-time high, and of course options, coin MSTR, and yeah, that's going to be your MicroStrategies and Coinbase, right? So now CoinFox is sharing with us that we do have Palantir earnings this week. So let's go ahead and take a look at PLTR and see how it's doing, at least here for the immediate short term, right? So we're going to do PLTR and see what it's got, right? Jay Abrams, I hope you're in here, buddy. I'm covering it for one of the times that I usually don't cover this ticker, right? But it's all good. So, and I already started a back test here for the earnings, right? So we are getting we are getting some small, it may be a small mover on an earnings report, but I gotta say the last time that this had earnings, it moved huge to the upside. So is that going to be the case this time? Are we going to be able to get Busy Brand saying, please put the ape mask back on, let's go, right? So guys, the last earnings report on this was a big mover. So if this is going to have another positive earnings, hoo-wee. Another thing for us to take a look at is right here, team. We have an inverse head and shoulders formation on the daily. And if that is the case, let's go ahead and measure our measured move, right? So this could be measured just like this here. Take that center of the chart, right? Make sure to come right down to the center of the head and apply it to the top end, center of your shoulder. And we're already observing some resistances at 26.22. In fact, there is absolute correlation here, 25.94 being the inverse head and shoulders target. And we absolutely have the 3.618 golden mean located right at that 3.618, 25.98. Very, very clear move towards an upside, but can we support it? Check it, take a look at that. 23.52 in the after hours, 23.33 traditional hour close. Similar situation here to what's happening within the broader markets. Palantir looking very much like Nvidia, very much like SPY, and a lot of those other tickers as well. So pullback, sure. We have a little bit of a crucifix right here, right? That's going to be your hanging man or your evening star formation, right? This usually means that we have a potential V shape here. We may be able to come back. And just like the other tickers, I'm going to give you two targets here, right? It's going to be the bottom side of the gap and the top side of the gap here at around 22.73 to 22.92, potential pullback here, then reaccumulation. As soon as we start breaking that top side of 23.66, we may be able to get a continuation to that upside. CoinFox, I know, another one. All of these gappers, right? We may actually cover them. And I think it's not going to even be bad news. For example, this on the SPY, let me cover this. Let me get rid of the drawings. Taking a look at the SPY here in more of a broader view, in comparison to that gap here between the areas of about 508.90 to 505.90, it wouldn't even be a problem for us to even come back down to around, say, this area here, around 498 to around 497. This zone here would still actually be bullish. In retrospect, this is really just kind of a quick little breather, right? We're gonna have to observe the markets. We're gonna have to observe how everybody behaves moving forward. So it's no big deal. All right, team. So now Let's go ahead and take a look at another ticker here. Let's take a look at AMD because we are getting some massive moves out of that ticker, and I do think that it is, it would be great for us to observe it. AMD. So this is going to be on the daily time frame, closing at 150.60. Traditional market close, 12-hour time frame 151. So it's already making its upside. Let's take a look at that daily time frame. All right, so this one also, I wouldn't say it looks too similar to the broader markets, but it does have a gap below us. And the gap is not your traditional gap. It's not your body-to-body basis, right? This is actually, it is body-to-body. It's not your wick-to-wick basis in this case, right? That's what I meant to say. So your body's gap is located right down here. Okay, I would say 146.13 to 148.75, currently sitting at the post-hour value of about 151. Sure, there could be a little bit of a boost to the upside here. I would say anywhere within this zone right up here. Take a look at this. Yeah, I would say right around in here. To match this candle, I just can't. There we go. That's going to be 152.33 to 151.65 resistance, pullback. Then we'll start observing here that potential. Not to mention the fact that it is kind of a fair value gap between the 12-hour candles. That's going to be 149.50 down to about 146, I would say 64. So not bad. So now CoinFox is saying if the large cap ER misses, fill their gaps and Apple runs, we're going to see we're going to see like the hand of God buy-ins this week. Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. And I'm talking about massive upside exposure, like big time upside exposure. All right, so if that's the case, team, prepare ourselves for a little bit of a pullback, and we may be able to run. We may be able to make an upside run here and definitely benefit off of a bullish formation. Not even to mention this, we have a broadening formation here on the 12-hour time frame. So how is that? I guess I can do it over here. Let me take you into another chart. Yeah, let's do it here for AMD. Let's bring it down to the 12-hour chart and kind of put this together here. You know what? I can even get a little more granular. Yeah, 6-hour chart could be okay. Let's take a look at this. I'm not sure that I can get it down from this wick here, but it actually is a possibility. Oh man, it actually is. And maybe this one right over here. Right, so we're getting massive amounts of contact points here. The contact points that I'm actually observing myself is actually this one right here. We got about 2 of them right over here too, right? These 2. We have the break, resistance, support, break, resistance, reclaim, support, right? This is your next contact point alongside this one here. So those are the areas that I'm kind of looking at in order for us to determine what that broadening formation kind of looks like. Naturally speaking, per the trading book rules, right? Your take profit for this formation is the genesis of the formation. Around 172.72 could be that top end. So now let's take a look at the data cells and take a look to see if we have any confluence within that top end, specifically on the daily. So let's go ahead and see here, right? So in fact, we do. Take a look at that. This is the upper Bollinger Band on the 1 standard deviation multiplier located at 173. There is a resistance there. So mathematically speaking, we are on our way to make ourselves a potential resistance there. If I pull this up on a reversion variant, it's probably going to give me a 2 standard deviation move to that upside. And that's going to be one of my my algorithms. Let's see. There you go. 2 standard deviation move to 173.45, perfectly set at that top end. The mean here is absolutely in line with the resistance of the formation itself, and we are bouncing from the 2 standard deviation bottom. Guys, this is a mean reversion play, and there may be continuation on this. So AMD looking like it could get a massive upside here, and our algorithm is already pointing at a discretionary target that we just put before observing it on an algorithm. So this is absolutely great, team. Confluence. That's the way to go. All right, team, I absolutely love what we're seeing here. I do think that we have some upside continuation. Please be aware and please be safe. on the markets this coming week. All right, don't try to buy, don't try to buy it too early, right? Because we may get a serious pullback here, and that pullback is going to give us that nice zone for a good thrust to the upside. All right, so that is it here for ticker symbol AMD, and it's looking pretty damn good. I absolutely love it. Busy Brand saying, Busy Brand's patiently waiting for Coins Buddy to crack. Oh my bro. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at now the next ticker team. So we were looking at AMD just now, and let's see. So you know what? Guys, you know what? I have to say this. What's up, June? Good to see you there, buddy. Ticker symbol AAPL. Apple, guys, this is going to be the next leader. First of all, pretty ugly candle here on the daily time frame. Massive gap here. I'm not saying that we're going to gap down all the way to cover it freaking, 11 points out of the money here. I'm not saying that at all. But could we experience a pullback? Is it even considerable? Sure, of course it is. I wouldn't consider it all the way down, but we could see a pullback down to the 180.21 to 178.72, right? So if that is really the case, then yeah, kind of wait for the pullback here. Then we'll be able to see a run to the upside. Massive take profits are taking place here. All right. So, but guys, what I'm talking about here is massive. I am getting some serious signals on Apple. I mean, big time signals here. So let's go ahead and get rid of the RSI. I'm going to put up here the volatility heat map, right? My indicator here, the one that I've actually just scripted. And I'm also going to put stochastic momentum up on there. Okay. So now I want to show you something here on the bi-daily time frame. We are about to fire a historical signal here. Huge contraction. Guys, you heard this just earlier on the stream. I spoke to you about this type of upside on GME, and I spoke about it freaking 3 weeks ahead of time on April 11th. And now we're on May 5th. On May 5th, pretty much 4 weeks out of the call out, and this is very similar to what we experienced. Also, we were able to call the downside on Tesla the same way. So guys, there is a massive signal on the bi-daily time frame of Apple that can lead to a massive continuation to the upside. This doesn't mean it's upside from here. I am saying that there could be a potential drawdown first, and then we can experience a continuation to the upside. Right? So now CoinFox is saying we need to start watching the quarterly expiration contracts for the large caps now. Oh, brother. Let's put together some of that for the team. I want to come in with a huge prepared thesis. But guys, Apple, I believe, is the next in rotation, and this one should start leading the way of the markets, just like Nvidia did around a few weeks ago. And now I'm really talking about a heavyweight here, team. Okay, Apple, please take a look at this. You're looking at a market capitalization of almost 3 trillion here. All right. That's around what, 4% the tech sector. This can absolutely have enough of a big butt to drag the markets, and it can have thrust enough to run and pull the markets to the upside equally just as much. All right, team, this is absolutely exciting. This is a back test that I'm going to put together here. There will be a shift on this. The signal is going to open up and fire officially on tomorrow intraday. All right, so I am very, very willing to put here a back test on this and seeing the potentials to the upside, because Apple may be one of those it's one of those slow grinders towards that upside, and we may be able to gain exposure on this and kind of let our play just take place and see it happen day in and day out. Bi-daily time frame back tests do lead to a multiple time frame upside thrust, just like I said on GME. Same situation here, team. All right, so the back test to do right now, team, is going to be AAPL bi-daily time frame, and there could be a continuation of that. Remember that I'm still experiencing here a little bit of bearishness in my own personal discretion. I do think that we get a pullback
to around 180.21 to 178.72. If we do continue the pullback for a further downside, I'm not going to say that we're going to cover the entire gap, but I will tell you that there is another area here of high interest, and that could be right down into this zone here, 174.31 to 176.16, with a very focused zone at that 50% of about 175.31. Heads up on those targets there. All right, so guys, this is looking very powerful, and I do think that there's going to be a massive continuation to the upside here, team. I absolutely love what I'm seeing here, team. And you know what? I want you guys to make sure to practice proper risk management here, to make sure that you're not just YOLOing the market, right? And one of those ways to be able to make sure that you are practicing proper risk management is, of course, by reaching out to me at ArcMastersCourse@gmail.com. Get yourself into the consolidated 4 to 5 week beginners trading program by sending me an email here, ArcMastersCourse@gmail. And of course, team, I haven't done this all freaking session here, so I'm going to make sure to do it right now. I want to make sure that you guys can observe how these plays are executed. All right, so make sure to hit that link in the YouTube chat to join the ARCa Bulls trading team and observe how these things are actually executed and how they're done. All right, we're not right all the time, but I can tell you that we're right a good amount of the time. And that's the best that we can do as day traders. All right, team, I personally am a systematic, algorithmic-based, huge discretion, short-term based trader. Okay, team, so that's me. I got a lot of traders in there who are expressing their talents in the same or very similar ways, and I couldn't be more thankful to be trading with them every day, day in and day out. All right, team, so I'm going to go ahead and close up shop here. If there's any questions, you know where to reach me. You know where to come by. Speak to me in the ARCa Bulls trading team, and we'll see what's up. But until then, team, I appreciate you for coming on out. Please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to thrive and survive, right? Mark Roach, everybody, analysts, thank you so much for all of your support, team. I'm going to go ahead and sign out here, all right, team? I love you all. Please have a good night, and I'll catch you at the Bell Mañana. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well a very, very good rest of your night or day, and I'll catch you at the Bell Mañana. Adios, team.